firefighters sense worst might be over as stubborn Caldor fire surpasses 200,000 acres. For more than 2 weeks, the Caldor fire has stunned fire officials, defying decades of expertise on how to beat back flames as it moved across the Sierra Nevada landscape nearly unimpeded. With a shift in the weather expected this week, there was a growing sense Wednesday that perhaps the worst was behind them. The wildfire, now in its third week, surpassed 207,000 acres as it devastated a huge swath of El Dorado National Forest, leaping over the summit into the Tahoe Basin. The blaze had torched 207,931 acres as of Wednesday night, according to CAL FIRE. The wildfire was 23% contained, up from 18% a day before. The entire city of South Lake Tahoe was evacuated. 22,000 people fled by Monday, leaving the vacation destination empty and covered in an orange, smoky haze. For days, firefighters faced swirling, unpredictable winds and extremely low humidity, conditions that spurred flames forward at 165 feet per minute at times, with embers lighting spot fires up to a mile ahead. Yet on Wednesday, amid the destruction and fear were clear victories, illustrated in unexpected gaps in the blaze's footprint, areas where firefighters had ushered the blaze around neighborhoods. In the community of Christmas Valley along Highway 89, the map showed an untouched rectangular slice of land, where fire had burned through on both sides, but was beaten back by firefighters. On Wednesday, crews continued to hose down blackened earth in backyards, a sign of just how close the flames got to homes. As they watched for hot spots, ribbons of blue sky cut through the smoke, bringing welcome fresh air. The fire continued to threaten several areas, however, including the Kirkwood and Heavenly ski resorts, as well as communities on the east side of South Lake Tahoe. After burning for 18 days, it was the state's 15th largest wildfire ever, crossing from El Dorado County into Amador County and threatening parts of Nevada. It was, Governor Gavin Newsom and California fire officials said in recent days, the top priority in the state. More than 700 structures have been destroyed. In addition, 3 firefighters have been injured in the blaze, and CAL FIRE Incident Safety Officer Jamal Cook warned team leaders that crews are mentally and physically tired, which could lead to accidents, even tragedies. Fatigue can and will set in, he said during a briefing Wednesday. We all know we have a long grind ahead of us. The fire started August 14 near Grizzly Flats, and has traveled nearly 50 miles across drought-ridden terrain, breaching the Sierra Nevada summit before burning down into the Tahoe Basin. The entire South Lake Tahoe area has been under evacuation orders since Monday, with new evacuations this week in Amador County and across the Nevada border. Overnight Wednesday, the choking smoke tamped down the fire, allowing fire crews to cut more fire breaks in the national forest surrounding communities from Myers into South Lake Tahoe. South Lake Tahoe Fire Chief Clive Savacool patrolled those roads throughout the night, checking on his crews and monitoring fire activity. Apart from damage to a deck and another structure, no homes have been lost, Savacool said. The smoke was miserable, but it was holding the fire down, Savacool said. When I was patrolling neighborhoods, I couldn't even see the fire. The goal, Savacool said, was to shepherd the blaze to the east away from structures and up the California side of the mountains, which includes part of the Heavenly ski resort. If it hits Heavenly, there are advantages, he said. It would slow the fire down and send it to the ridge, where it is easier to fight. A Heavenly official said Wednesday that if the fire stayed on its current path, it would clip the top of the ski area, and that the resort is prepared. For days, bulldozer crews have been widening bike paths and fire trails along Pioneer Trail, and using hoses and the fire breaks to herd the fire forward toward Heavenly Mountain, a trajectory that would skirt residential areas and push the fire up the grassy ski slopes to the ridge. If the fire makes it past the fire breaks, it could mean a significant fight to save homes along that roadway, the fire chief said. With the entire area almost completely evacuated, crews could focus solely on protecting structures. Law enforcement had gone door to door, and they know of 38 individuals who refused to leave. They have records of who and where, so they know to send help if the fire comes, Savacool said, while the main firefighting efforts were focused at the north side of the blaze near Wrights Lake and in northeast side of the blaze toward the Nevada border. Hot spots remained along Highway 50 west of Echo Summit. The air was cool along the corridor, an inversion layer pushing smoke down to the roadway, which has been shut down since August 20th. "This is mellow," said Adam Estabrook, a battalion chief with the Santa Barbara Fire Department told his crews along the highway in Silver Fork. "I'm not going to say it's a relaxed time. Once the inversion layer lifts, winds will get more erratic and firefighters will be involved in a firefight," he said, adding the 32 fire engines and crews were responsible for keeping the fire within the containment line and protecting structures from Kibas to Strawberry. Until 2 days ago, Estabrook's division had saved 100% of cabins. With a red flag warning in effect, they lost one. With the fire behavior, with how dry these fuels are, the winds, the red flags, it's just overwhelming us, he said. "We are having a hard time getting perimeter control lines on this fire.